first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem Rakakadash. Give a double honors to our elder apostles of GMS in whom the truth resides. Peace and blessings to Yakim that's out here preaching his truth for the love of the gospel. And Yuakwa that's preaching, learning inside it and being blessed in whatever Yahweh Shah may find your hands to do. This is GMS Indiana camp. I'm Hashem Yahshua, accompanied by
Shamaria in the Gary, Indiana camp. GMS Gary, Indiana.
Yep. And man, we here pondering some thoughts, man, going over some precepts and reading, and we wanted to do a sit down on what did we say? Evil men.
Man, it's just Esau's everything, man.
Yeah,
Esau's everything.
Yeah, we were sitting here and he pulled up a video, and you know how you brothers know how the spirit work, man. You know, you get to doing one thing, man, and you know, then brother pull up a precept, and hey, that's how sit downs are born, man.
This is the spirit lifted where it will. Hey, earlier today we were riding, and my dad was like, man, look at Esau. We were riding through the Edomite community. Yeah. And the houses are really nice. The houses were furnished, all right, outside and in.
Manicured.
Lawns manicured. Driveway is nice. You know, it just didn't look like a Jake neighborhood.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And he was like, man, Esau out here sitting pretty, sitting nice. And I was like, live it up while you can.
Yeah.
So later on we get back, man, and then, you know, I pull up the video, and they come up with something called the real license of Illinois, where basically it's the RFID chip in your license. Almost similar to what you have in your debit card today.
Yeah.
All right. But the thing is, in the video, at the end of the video, and if you're curious about the video, go to GMS Awakening 144. All right, on YouTube, go to GMS Awakening 144. It's the brother Amawan Kabar in New York. All right, he put the video up. But at the end of the video, they said that this has been in the making since 2005.
Right.
That's almost 10 years later, man. So they've been planning about this, and then they got Jake to do it. Jesse White in Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois. Yeah, he's Jesse White is he's over the veterans thing. My brother used to work for him. But he's alderman or something like that. He's some type of in politics
he's some type of government official.
Right.
But he's a government official, but they got him to push it to better suit so-called African Americans, man. Because that's what Esau's agenda is, man. He want to get these people chipped. And that's what his agenda is. But we cannot fret over Esau, because Esau is going to be a man that's brought down low, all right, in the kingdom of heaven. Right. But without further ado, my dad had a precept that he wanted to get. You said Psalms?
Yeah, I got it. This is Psalms.
Let me pull it up on my phone.
37:1.
Psalms 37:1.
Yeah. You got it?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Psalms 37.
You can pull it up on us?
Psalms 37:1. He says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers."
Well, you don't know.
It's on there. Oh, you talking about the precept. Con. You know what? I'm tripping. You're right. I got two phones, so I got two phones.
Just for the viewers, man.
Yeah, you're right. Psalms 37, chapter 1. All right, it says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. Right? And because we know Esau is an evil doer, man. Okay, like we was riding through that neighborhood, you know, that's why my son made that statement, man. You know, live it up while you can. And that's funny because early this morning I was taking a brother Kaya to work in Indianapolis, and you know, me and him was actually basically having the same conversation. It's like you know, riding around or being in Esau's environment, you would not think this place is going down because he's building. You know, he's building buildings. I mean, it's because it's money flourishing in their neighborhoods, man. But hey, what did Yahweh Shah say, man? They should build, and he's going to throw down. Okay, now Jake neighborhood, man. Jake, is happy with the bare minimum. Yeah. Ain't shit being built in Jake neighborhood, but he happy. Jake gonna go get a new pair of Jordans or some Air Force Ones, bro. Get him a bottle, and he pimping through the hood, man.
That's the spirit. That's spiritual, man. Because you know Jake ain't concerned with the state of his people, because he like Like the Lord is gonna overthrow this place. Jake don't know that, of course.
Yeah.
But Jake not concerned. Well, I can't say all Jake, but majority of our people that stay in the ghettos and in the poorest parts of the neighborhood, they're not concerned with, all right, this nation thriving. They're only concerned with themselves, man. All right, because Jake, honestly, they're fearful, man, in this society, and they should be.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have any protection. They don't have Yahweh Shem Yahshua on their side. And so they're subconsciously fearful. So they're living in the moment. Hey, Esau, he's planning for the future. He's getting his credit together, his 401k. Hey, man, I've been in the work industry for a while now, and I ain't never met a Jake with 401k that was under the age of 50.
Right.
Jake don't got 401ks. We ain't saving money for our retirement because we don't know what tomorrow holds, man. So Jake subconsciously do not know what tomorrow holds.
Yeah.
You know, and as you can see, the world media today, guys getting shot down at the age of 18, 20, 25, you know. So rightfully so. We don't know what tomorrow is promised for us. Yeah. And then 2/3 wicked ass niggas know that too, you know.
Yeah. And comment on that 401k thing. I'm sure about to pull my shit out. You know, they got me paying into that shit, man. I'm like, man, look here, man. Look, man, take that shit. I don't pay no more money into that damn thing, man. You know, because hey, man, our heart is not set on this world, man.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Jake heart subconsciously is not set on this place to live,
right,
man.
Right.
Hey, Lord said, I shall pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Hey, that part about our people, Jake got down packed. Yeah. He don't see no future in America.
Yeah. And another thing, man, it don't matter anyway, man, because he studied fucking raising the age of retirement anyway. Esau got it where you gonna work until you fucking 80, man.
Yeah.
How you gonna enjoy some money? You 80, you got fucking bad knees, heart failure, and all that shit. You know, man, I remember that time me and the brother seen, I think that Elder Ayash, we seen the older cat.
And, you see it all the time.
This day we was riding and the dude was on the road and a badass vet and shit. We couldn't see who was in it, but farther down the road we got out. You know, went to the gas station and we got out the car and we seen the vet pull up and shit. Old ass motherfucker. Edomite that motherfucker. He could barely get out of the motherfucker, man. We was like, what the fuck? Who the fuck want a sports car like that when you that age? You could barely get out of the motherfucker, man.
That's what I was trying to say. Like you see that all the time for a reason.
Yeah.
Because that's Esau's system.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. You see that all the time. Because honestly, I see it, bro. I see it so more than I can count.
Yeah.
Driving around the city, being in the lawn care business, you see a lot of things, man. I see majority of the people that have these nice, fancy, $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 cars and up are old people that's in their retirement, man. Yeah. And now they can enjoy their money after you live your entire life, giving hours of your life for Esau's wealth. Now you can enjoy your life, you know, on your last 15 to 20 years of life. Yeah. That's not just the righteous.
Or 10, shit.
Sometimes, I say because sometimes you do have people that live to be 80s and 90s. Right. But you know. That's not just, man. That's why scripture say what? It said fret not. Because some Jake actually be out here, man, that's fucked up. Lord, you know, putting through hell. So hard, rigorous hell. Mm-hmm. All right, that you grew up with no father, no mother. You know, that's rigorous hell.
Right.
You know, that's rigorous affliction. You know, rightfully so. But them Jakes feel like they get mad when they see so-called, you know, white men living like this or a heathen person living like this, man.
Right.
They fret not. Going into the word fret, to be hot, furious, burn, to become angry, to be kindled. All right?
Yeah. And then Esau want to be like, why the black man always angry? Why you always angry, man? I mean, bro, just like my son just said, man, you know, you got brothers, rough childhoods, grew up rough childhoods, never had they never had a bedroom, never even had a bed to sleep in, a hot meal.
Well, deeper than that,
you know,
why are they angry?
Yeah,
because they ain't got the Lord.
Yeah,
because because you got brothers.
That's
in the
ultimate.
Truth. Yeah, ultimately, because you ain't got the truth. Yeah. I mean, that's like his brothers in the truth that possibly never had that. I mean, there's brothers in the truth that didn't have parents. They grew up without parents. They had to grow up with their grandmothers or their fathers or in the system. Who knows?
Yeah.
But they didn't have a hot bed sleep, but they got the Lord now.
Yeah.
And that's what the scripture going into.
Yeah.
It says to be hot, to be furious, to burn, to become angry. So we not fretting because we got what? This Psalm of David. All right, this is a psalm of our forefather who we look up to, who every Israelite should look up to. All right, and try to be similar to. It says, "Fret not thyself because of the evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity." All right, this is the message for us that want the word of the Lord close to our belly. You know,
Yeah.
this is
that's another, like you said earlier, the video that you say put that up, the elder brother.
He older than me. He much older than me. He's
Okay.
like 10, 8 years on the
Right.
But I mean, I'm on Gabar. He's in GMS. He's in the main camp.
No, you told me about somebody putting up a video about brothers being in the war with me spirit. You know,
that was the elder. That was the mandatory watch that we had in the group. That was the elder Ariella in Dallas.
Oh, okay.
It was a backbiting. It was on many topics.
Oh, that was a while. Yeah, okay. Well, I thought you said it was recent, but that still was a good point though, because like I said, man, you know, brothers are supposed to rejoice, man. Even if you're going through hard times here in the kingdom, man, we got our ups and downs, but man, we should also always rejoice in this truth, man. Because guess what? We know the final end to this story, man. You know, we got that final end to this movie, bro. And guess what, man? Hey, like the dude used to always say, the black guy doesn't die in this movie, man.
That's right.
You know, he
like
reigns at the end, man.
Well, one brother liked to bring out a scenario for WWE fans, man. They knew the outcome of the match always, and we know the outcome of the match.
That's right.
We know what's gonna happen when Esau rises up against the Lord.
Oh, that's beautiful. Hey, because all Esau's games is here in America is fixed, man. The sports industry, boxing, UFC, everything is fixed, man. The fix is in. Well, guess what, man? This fix is in, man. Hey, Howard Sharp set him up to be. He's set up, man. This is all a setup, man.
Salakia, but Esau fixed his games just because he want to be like the Lord. Hey, man, right. Esau know, man. That's Esau right. Know the. Hey, Satan know the truth, man. Satan know the Bible. He ain't gonna say he know the truth. He knows the scriptures. Satan knows the scriptures.
Hey, Satan knows the fix.
He used the scriptures to fight against the Lord, man.
Right.
So one more us. You understand? So Satan try to be like the Lord. You know, physical counterpart, Satan, so-called Edomites, try to be like the Lord, man. Because the Lord, everything is fixed with the Lord. He said, "I have determined the days of the beginning. No, I have determined the days of the end from the beginning."
Yeah.
So the Lord, everything was fixed when it started. He knew exactly how everything was going to turn out. He knew what was going to happen before it happened. That's right. And that's how Esau tried to happen, man. And it goes to the Ezekiel 28, man. It says no, Obadiah. We get it later.
Set the bounds.
It's Obadiah. He said, "I said, it says his."
Just get it. I'm gonna read the rest of this. What was that? What was it? Oh, wow. Okay. All right. This is Psalms 32, 37, and this verse 2. Lord, you say, "For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb." All right. 37 and 3. Trust in the Lord and do good, so shall thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Right? Being fed with what? This truth, man. All right, we've been fed because hey, we got brothers putting down sit down. There are videos daily, every weekend, week out. We're going out on the highways and byways. All right, you got brothers, you know, in groups, man, being fed spiritually day and night, man. You know, and that's what you need. You know, you got to be nourished, man. Okay, because hey, man, it's never a dull time, man. That we should be. We got news clips coming through, man, daily. You know, seeing that this kingdom is going down, man. All right, and we shouldn't fret over the evildoers, man. Because hey, bro, even these 2/3 niggas, man, that try to come against us, man. You know they fate. They fate is sealed too, man. Them niggas ain't going no further. These niggas got trust in Egypt, man.
God. That's why it goes into faith, man. Like I said, the WWE analogy. Anybody that knows WWE knows that the fight was rigged at the end. They knew who was gonna win and who was gonna lose, but they didn't know the in between. They didn't know what was gonna happen in between us fighting and us slamming each other. Cause wrestling was fake, but it was real. When he slammed someone on the ring, that was real. All right. When he got hit with a chair, that was real. The blood may have been fake.
Right.
All right, but he actually got slammed through a table. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. They both got slammed through a real actual table. You know? Hey, same thing for us, man. We know the outcome of this movie, but we don't know what's going to happen in between. The Lord didn't give us exactly what's going to happen to us before, you know, in the scriptures. before we get delivered. You know, speaking that hopefully that we are the elect. So some of us might have to die. Right. Some of us might have to be on the run. Some of us might have to fight fierce animals. You never know, man. Some of us might have to go and live in the wilderness, and not in the wilderness because wilderness means desolate, but in the forest, in the trees, in the bushes. No one's ever did that. We're Jake. We're not accustomed to that. You know, and we don't need to be accustomed, man, because it's all according to your faith. You know.
You got that Obadiah?
I can get it. Let me go to Obadiah real quick. Mm-hmm. Obadiah. Let me see where it's at. It's easy. I can start at 3. Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, "The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock."
Hey, I said him all day, man. Hey, and the pride of his heart. Hey, like we said about the riding through his neighborhood, man. He's living deliciously, man. And hey, I said an interview of a Edomite the other day. I forgot I was watching, but he said a guy had asked him a question. He said, "Man, does white privilege exist?" He said, "Yes, it exists. It exists." He said, "But I can't do nothing about the problem, so I ignore it." so even the Edomites, man, that he may have been a Jake, bro, because it's his. He was like, "Man, I can't do nothing about it, So I just let it be, and I keep doing what I do. I help along the way." He's just saying he helped people who he think that they need to help. And I was just like, damn, but
yeah, that's the spirit. That's the spirit of defeat.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's the spirit of defeat. Hey, man, if you're a prisoner in a prison, you just gonna give up.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess this is my life. That's not a faithful way of thinking. That's not a winner's mentality.
And he's without faith. So he's a giver. He gives up anyway.
That's the spirit of faith. That's the spirit of faith. Slocky said my dad said he's without faith. So it's the opposite of faith, man. Despair. Right. He's given to despair. Hey, man, just thank God for the truth, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Howabah Shem Yahushua, for the truth, because we are without despair. He's been given to despair by the Lord, and we are without despair, man, because despair is absence of hope. Hey, man, that's deep, man, because that talk is the spirit of defeat, and honestly, I can't have that around me, because I know we're gonna win in this. I just gotta have faith. But keep going. It says, "Whose habitation is high, and that saith in his heart," that's spiritual, because it's dwelling in the cliffs of the rock. Yeah, in the Caucasus Mountains, in the cliffs of the rock, it's cold up there because it's in higher altitude. Anything in a higher altitude, from the land, from the earth, is not normally colder. All right, and that's Esau's true lineage. That's his true history. His history. It says that's his story. That was just a joke. That's it.
Say that in school.
Yeah.
You gotta go to this story.
Now you gotta go to this story. He tells us what he wanted to, but that's his story. That's his history. It says, "Whose habitation is high," because it's not high in the cliffs of the mountains. But it's not talking about that. I was just, pointing out a subject. But it's talking about his pride, whose habitation is high. All right, and it also talks about his actual habitation is high, or above the cliffs. It's talking about in those space stations. Mm-hmm. His habitation is high because in his mind he always wants to get more and more and more. His habitation is high. He always lives there. All right, what's our habitation? Our habitation is Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Even though we live on 8094 East Monroe Drive, all right, that's where we live, so that's our habitation. I know our mental, our spiritual habitation is with Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Esau's habitation is on high in his pride. All right, that saith in his heart, "Who shall bring me down to the ground?" See, who shall cast down my power? His habitation is high. What does Habakkuk tell you? It says in the book of Habakkuk it says type in hell. Who enlargeth his desires as hell? Because hell is what the real definition of hell means in the Hebrew, Sha'al, which means grave. So everyone dies, so hell is always hungry. the grave is always hungry for people because people are always going to die. So it says, "Who enlargeth his desire is hell." So his habitation is high because he wants everything. He's just a greedy bastard, man. Literal terms. He's a greedy bastard. Greedy meaning he wants. He heapeth. Hey, Habakkuk. He heapeth through himself all things. That's his blessing, man. He said, "Your blessing shall be what? The fat of the earth." You know, your blessing shall be the fat of the earth. He heapeth into himself all things. You enlargeth your desire as hell. And Ezekiel says what? It says, because you have not hated blood, blood shall pursue thee. He's not just greedy in possessions or people's land. He's also greedy in blood. He's just naturally greedy. He's just a greedy person, man. He just can't satisfy his soul enough of anything, you know. Keep going. It says, "Who shall bring?" He said in his heart, that saith in his heart, "Who shall bring me down? Who shall bring me down to the ground?" That's why he gonna fight against the Lord when the Lord come back, man.
Right.
And the Lord gonna put that spirit in, like the same spirit he put in Pharaoh. He gonna put that in Esau. God, and those elites, man, and he gonna command the armies to fight against the Lord. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest on the stars." See what it says? Habitation is high.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I said those space stations. Hey, man, when I first seen that space hotel, he literally has hotel rooms in a satellite, and we know it's all spiritual. He's gonna run up there to escape the missiles.
Right.
Yeah, but exactly. He's gonna try to run up there to escape these missiles, man. But we're gonna bring his ass back down. Lord willing, we'll be that number. You know, the elect is gonna bring his ass back down to the ground and bind it with chains and fetters of iron.
That's right.
You know.
You want that down?
What? Habakkuk? Yeah, you can get it.
Yeah.
I was quoting it because it said he exalted.
Habakkuk is fire anyway. But go ahead and finish that, then I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just stop at I'll stop at 6. Would you want something specific in Obadiah?
No, really, I quoted this. This is what I quoted.
Habakkuk.
I quoted what you just quoted.
Habakkuk.
It's hell.
Oh, come on. I'll stop at let me read this last one. It says verse 4, "Though he exalted himself as an eagle, though he setteth his nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down.
Mm-hmm.
If thieves came to thee with robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? Right. If the grape robbers have came to thee, would they not leave some grapes?" Yeah. Ain't that in the law?
Yeah.
That's in the law of the Lord, man. Yeah. If you come and take from a tree, you can't take what already fell down, because that's for the poor.
Right.
Or when you come to take from the tree, you can't take all of it. I believe everything that fell from the ground is for the animals, and you can't take all of it because you got to leave some for the poor of our land.
Yeah, you're supposed to leave some. That was our own way of having our own welfare system.
That was our welfare system, exactly.
But Esau, it doesn't see that. He always, because everything is running out. He's about to cut off the welfare, man, because he's about to cut these. These motherfuckers about to starve. He's bringing on the famine, man.
That's why I say that, because it literally describes Esau.
Yeah, and you know what else? And it's so crazy because look, Esau, he turns around and give you food stamps, but then he turns around, what? The food that you're getting is not real food. You got GMOs. So he's really not giving you nothing.
Because he can't really, because in Genesis it says,
the ground is not what you won't yield.
Cain.
Yeah,
the curse of Cain. That was part of Cain.
Yeah.
Not just looking like Edomite, but actually the ground not yielding its fruit to you.
Yeah, you can't grow. You can't have that's why you were not made to rule nothing, man. I noticed that at my job. I was just telling somebody. Well, I couldn't really tell the people at my job, but how my job was real diverse when I first got there. There was Jake in head positions and stuff, and the places. Even when we had problems, the place is still running smooth. Jake go and smooth it all out. Now that the Edomites, all the Jakes going from all these Edomites running everything, bro. Bro, that place, it goes through hell. Told my machines break, man, for hours. And I just stay there. I like, shit, They be like, yeah, we're going to sit everybody home. I grab a broom or something. I like, shit, I ain't going home. I'm going to stay here all this time. At the times y'all do work, man, I'm going to stay my ass right here and get this free money. Okay. That machine broke because you motherfuckers don't know what you're doing.
Yep.
Okay, this is Habakkuk 2:5. He said, "Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, and that wine is his philosophies, man.
Yep.
And that's exactly what he transgressed because he got everybody else. Hey, I watch a lot of camps, man, a lot of brothers videos, man, and they get into it, especially brother Jim as London, man.
So like it, bro. It says though that transgresseth by wine, you know. Hey, why does the scripture always confer to being drunkard? All right, when you're drunk, when you're drunk, it means you're not in a sound mind.
That's right.
That's why when it says wine, it's talking about doctrine, which is his philosophy. Like my dad said, he transgressed by what? His doctrine. I mean, his what'd you say?
His wine, yeah, transgressed by wine.
By his wine, man.
Yeah,
by his
which is his philosophy,
his philosophies, yeah.
Yeah, his doctrines, everything. Matter of fact, my other son Shmaria Gabaria was let me see a video with this guy called he has little spoofs on YouTube called Change My Mind, and he had one he sets up on college campuses and he just asks people questions about what the issues are, and he had one on the pro life, and so he had this little Edomite sitting up there with him, and the dude was all acting all proper shit. He said, "So your stance on pro life? A baby has no life if it's 8-month-old baby in the womb and an 8-month-old baby out of the womb. Is this the same?" The guy was like, "No." He said, "Because it's still part of the mother's body." He said, "Okay. So the baby has the baby that's in the womb has two." He said, "How many feet do the mom get?" He said, "2." He said, how many feet do the baby get?" He said, "2." He said, "How many hands he got?" He said, "2." He said, "How many the baby got?" "2." He said, "So that's not an individual life inside of her?" "No, it's not, bro." He was using pure, just basic logic, and he was making a dude seem like bro. He wasn't making him seem like dude sound like he actually he's just an asshole, bro.
Yeah.
He sounds so stupid, man, with just simple, speech, man. And it was so crazy, bro. I was like, damn, look at this, man. And the dude was still trying to sound all use proper English and all that bullshit. I said, man, this dude sound like a straight asshole.
You know the brother I just mentioned, Abu Gabar. He actually went into a topic called cognitive dissonance.
Yeah, that's
cognitive dissonance is the.
Jake suffered from a lot of that, man.
Yeah, it's the action of not believing logic.
Yeah,
it's the action if you're so hard-heartedly believe on your own idea that you will deny yourself of logic.
Yeah, and Jake is like that. Jake, he sees the ghetto. He comes from the ghetto, but he'll scramble out and say some Jakes make it out, and they get a college education or whatever, but they'll turn a blind eye to the neighborhood and be like, well, that's how they live. Bro, what? I'm like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? You actually totally disassociate yourself from your from your upbringing to fit in with something. That's not right. It's not right, but you gonna go with it anyway, man. Yeah. All right, this oh shit, what happened?
2 and 5.
Oh yeah, kind. It's on another phone. Okay. Yeah, he said for. I'm sorry. I pulled it up on the other phone again.
You good? I read Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says,
I got it.
You got it. Yeah, but it said when he transgresseth by wine, it's talking about doctrine, because he transgresseth by teaching. Yeah. He don't teach the right things of the Heavenly Father, which would be a sober mind, but he transgresseth by wine because he makes the nation drunk. All right, and drunken means he don't have sound doctrine. He don't have the truth, basically. He has lies. He has a opposite from the truth, which is wickedness and sin. And the wages of sin is what? Just death.
Mm-hmm.
You will die for committing sin. Yes, it is a thing. You will die from committing from breaking the transgressions of the Lord.
John. All right. Start at the top again. He said, ye also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, whom enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death.
And is as death.
Hey, and that goes. Hey, that's the Genesis, man. That curse, man. Hey, he is as death, man. because he came out with that pale ass skin, man. He looks like death. Could you imagine when
Esau?
Isaac seen him?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he seen him come out. He was like, I don't want. What is this? The fuck? Put his ass back. Bro, he was fucked up. He said, and he is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and he'll keepeth unto him all people. And that's exactly what it does. What is America called? It's called a great melting pot, man.
Yep.
And you know why he does that? He does that because he's trying to hide himself. And he slept with all the nations of women, man. He got the fucking Mexicans. Look at Sammy Sosa, man. Look what's going on in Jamaica, man. These motherfuckers are having bleaching skin parties, man. In Jamaica, man. You got Jake fucked up, man, thinking white, this pale ass skin, man, is the way to be, man. Our women fucked up, bleaching their skin, man. Fucking got weave, blonde hair, which is a sign of leprosy, man, in their fucking hair, and they buy the shit. That's what's so sickening about it, man. Oh, all right. He said he keepeth unto himself all people. He said, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb?
When he do take the people to himself, he do not treat them evenly or correctly.
Right.
Correctly is what? By the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is his laws, the statutes, and commandments. But Esau, he's a grievous. He is the grievous person, you know. And it shows you that through what? When he heaped up into himself the people of the Lord, which is all Israelites, of course, but particularly speaking the transatlantic slave trade, all right, it showed you a perfect image of how he treats people that heap up into himself. Because you can have slaves, all right, that just pay you taxes, and that's it. Or you can, because there's been times, man, where people were enslaved, you know, and they weren't treated rigorous. They had their own little section they stayed in. But when the demanding people need something, you go and do it. But then you go back home to that's how the kingdom gonna be, you know. They gonna have their own little spots that they dwell in. But hey, man, when we need something, and we gonna have slaves, all right, of that people. But they gonna have their little own sections in the kingdom of heaven. Hey, man, because Esau, he takes the people and he abuses them. It shows you that in the transatlantic slave trade, man. When we came over here, when Judah, Benjamin, and Levi came over here to Americas, it shows you how he heaped into himself all people, and he treats them grievously, man.
That's right.
Grievous. He is merciless, and that's why Ezekiel says, "Because thou hast not hated blood, blood shall pursue thee."
That's right.
Hey, it's all the scriptures, man.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna pause it up. This is he said verse 6. He said, shall not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
Woe to them that increases that which is. I wouldn't be surprised if we were saying it if people were saying the same in the kingdom.
Bro, look at Venezuela. Bro, you up here trying to go devo these people's land again, like you just did Libya. Same tactics. Same tactics.
Citizens of North Korea literally damn near say this because they want to destroy America, man. Hey, yeah. I seen my dad can attest to this. I seen a video on the internet. I seen the video on the internet and it said I seen the documentary on North Korea. Remember when I showed you?
Yeah.
That there was the Korean general in the army and then was a Korean pedestrian like a woman that was a farmer. Yeah, they both said the same thing. She was like, I want to see that land burn and America destroyed. And then the commander said, if we get the word from our leader and our and our king, he said we will turn America's land into a sea of fire.
Sea of fire, yeah.
Hey, man, right. These foreign countries say this about America, man. Woe to him that increases that which is not his, because they know the MO of America. See, they don't have the illusions and smoke and mirrors that we have inside America.
Right.
And when I say we, I mean our people.
Yeah.
I speak as a nation, you know, our people, like, you know, people that's not in the know.
Yeah.
They don't see the smoke and mirrors. They only see what America do as a retaliation forces. Like they go in and raid Iran. They go in and invade these different countries, you know, because of a hidden agenda, like Venezuela.
But the gig is up because all these people are hip to them. You know, like that's why that bullshit coup didn't work in Venezuela, man. That's why, and then Russia jumped in. They like, look, man, Right. Like, hey, look, man. You know, your bullshit is stink, man. Nah.
Yep.
That's why, hey, in Revelations, man, it says they should hate the whore, man.
Yep.
All them other nations, NATO and all of them, gonna shoot
Hey.
shoot missiles over here, man.
That's the spirit, because you said they hate the whore. Hey, man, we seen the video. Me and you seen the video. It's crazy how everything I remember is me and you.
Around, yeah.
Remember that video I showed you called Western Behavior?
Yeah, it comes around full circle.
Every country in the Middle East refers to people that act American as Western behavior, and in China, man, and Asia. Russians, they all call it Western behavior because we're the only ones that live in our pride. Well, I can't say it pride. We're the only ones that live in folly.
Yeah.
Different nations, man, they actually pay attention to their government. They actually pay attention to their politics and what they do. They actually care about the society of their people, man. But Americans, they just want to live in their pleasure.
They keep them at pleasure.
They want to twerk. They want to ride. They want to. That's not motorcycles.
Hey, he keep unto himself all people. Hey, because Jake gives every nation their desire, man. You know, Jake wanted to have twerk videos, rap music, bam, feed it to him. You know what I'm saying? White kids want to have this fucking Dungeons and Dragons video games and fucking Harry Potter. Feed it to them.
Make sure there's a little bit of truth in there.
Yeah.
Just so they won't say
feed everybody what their desire is, man.
Because it's scripture like not scripture, but it say in the scripture too. He framed a mission by law, but he say make sure it's a little bit of truth in there, so they won't get so we won't be blameless. Or we put it in front of their face, so we're not to blame. Hey man, you still guilty. They frame of a mystery. They hid in plain sight, man. They frame of mystery by law. They say it's law. And it's really mischief.
Yeah. All right, man. That's it. You got something else?
No, I ain't. No.
Okay. All right, brothers. That's it. We hope the elect was edified. We give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ba'akwadash. Peace and blessings be multiplied to Yakim. It's out there preaching this truth for the love of the gospel. Also, you Aqua, just listening, learning in silence, being blessed, whatever Yahushua may find your hands to do.